Good morning, class. Welcome to art. My name is Mr. Gellock, and I'll be your teacher for the next few weeks as I introduce you to some fun art projects where you can share your creativity and just have fun doing art. This video will serve as your course syllabus so you understand the class grading procedures and expectations so you can basically do the best possible in class, because I've actually designed this course for your success and I want you all to get A's or B's. I love if everyone got 100% personally, but again, this is designed for your success and I want you to understand how the class is run from the very first day, so again, you can put your best foot forward as we move on. So without further ado, I'm just going to get started. I'm going to minimize my screen here. So now you should be able to see the art production rubric. This is the rubric that I grade all your art projects on. Because this is an art class, the art projects are the meat and soul of this class. They're the most important thing to complete in this course. And each project is worth 100 points. And I don't grade you on how good of an artist you are. I'm looking for you just to do the project, just to put forth the time and effort for you to have fun, for you to be original in your design, and just learn something new. I have honestly in the past had students who just get art, it's just natural to them, and they may be good at art but they're not doing the projects, and they can end up getting low grades in my class, where students who come in not confident about art can leave with A's and B's because they actually did the work. So to prove that, or just to demonstrate that, all your projects I grade you on skills and objectives. The fact that you're actually doing the steps of the assignment. Everyone should be able to get 100% as long as you're doing the project that's assigned and you're doing it properly. Craftsmanship is the quality and care that you put into your work. So if you are not staying inside the lines, or you've tried to erase lines and they're still visible, if you've ripped your paper, smudged your paper, spilled something on your paper, that would affect the overall quality, the craftsmanship of your work. And again, you don't need to be a good artist to have good craftsmanship. It always comes back to time and effort. Composition is how you design or how you create the overall layout of your project. And essentially, to make that word easy for you all, fill the space of your paper. Composition, when you compose a successful artwork, you filled the entire space of your canvas, of your paper, and there's nothing that looks incomplete or nothing that was left incomplete. And the viewer is drawn into your project and they want to look at the artwork as a whole and not just one small part of your paper. So as long as you compose your project, you fill the whole space, you create your artwork in a neat, precise fashion, showing good craftsmanship, and you do the project as assigned, then you should already start off with 100% in your project. These last two categories of detail and originality, these are where students don't always get all the points. So detail refers to the line and color detail of every object and space in your artwork. And if you make it fully detailed, you can get the 15 points. But the students who go beyond what is expected will get the 20 points. Because in Carlisle, we want students to really earn the A's. We want to push you to kind of that next level to get the A's. And same thing with the originality. You can make the artwork your own where it's not a copy. But again, if you go beyond what is expected and you can make it a completely original design and it's your design, you didn't just take an image from the internet and draw it, then you would get those points. So again, you really need to push yourselves to get the 20s in these last two categories. But if you fall in the category of getting 3 20s and 2 15s, that would put you at a 90%, which is I think a high B or a B plus. But again, to get the A's, you just need to put forth the extra time and effort. Now, before I move on to the course navigation, I do want to talk about originality, since the virtual schooling has kind of created a new avenue, which is not fun to talk about, but it has opened the door for students to plagiarize artwork, where I have already to date had a few students go online, go on Google or whatever the search engine is, copy a picture and submit it and say, this is mine, I worked really hard on it, I hope you like it. And then I'm not looking to catch anyone doing it, but it's pretty obvious when it's not your work and it's just copied from the internet. And in that event that you do that, that's plagiarism. That's copying someone else's work. That does not follow the ethics code of Carlisle Area School District. And I would essentially have to call home. I'd have to let principals know. And you could even get a 0 out of 100 on a project without the possible opportunity of getting those points back. So even if you're pressed for time, I would much rather your project than you copying someone else's. Because if you copy someone else's, you're not learning any new skills. You're not, opening your mind up to see what you're really capable of. It's just cheating, it's plagiarism altogether. So please don't do that. Again, I'm not looking to catch you doing that, but I will know. And please just always do your own artwork and don't copy and paste from the internet. All right, so with that said, I'm going to minimize this here and go to Schoology. So despite what grade level you're in watching this, if you're in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, this video is more to show you how to navigate the course. We are using the 7th grade course files for this video, but again, this video is for all grade levels. And also, please ignore the dates. The dates most likely will not apply to you, as dates change from year to year, from class rotation to class rotation. So again, ignore the projects themselves if you're in a different class, and the dates. All right, so first and foremost, right over here above my screen here, let me bring this up a little more. Please make sure you do not rely on the upcoming events. I have had students only do the upcoming events assignments without clicking on the folders. Please make sure you click on the day's folders each day. You need to do the folders first, and then consider the upcoming assignments as more as a friendly reminder to what you haven't done yet. But it's very important not to rely on this side of the screen, but to rely on what's in the folder. So without further ado, let's click on our first unit. You'll have 3 to 4 units in any given class. Every unit will start off with a lesson overview video that will discuss the lesson objectives, the essential questions, and the vocab, just to kind of introduce, what the project is generally about. And then, of course, everything will be broken down step by step, day by day in the actual unit. Then you have the lesson directions and due date. So you'll be able to know what the due date is of the lesson. And also, you can see a basics breakdown of the lesson steps 1 through 5. So you can just see the basic steps of production without even going into all the videos and demonstrations. And lastly, the final grade, how I grade your projects. So even though we just went over the class production rubric, the final grade breakdown shows the things that are specific to this project that I'm looking for, and the skills and objectives, and how certain things might apply to the craftsmanship, things like that. So these first 2 videos just give you a basic overview. They're not so much required, but I would recommend watching them. So every day when you click on class, again, or when you're in class, click on the date, and everything that you need is inside that day's folder. And each folder will publish the day that it's actually scheduled for. But what you will be able to see on the first day is the lesson introduction folder and the final days folder. Each unit is about 6 to 7 days long. There's a chance they might be longer, but it's around that time frame. So I want people to have the opportunity to submit projects early if they get them done early. I don't recommend that, but every so often there are students who do. But typically the more time and effort you put into a project, the better it's going to be. So I usually recommend to wait. So moving forward, the first thing every day is to watch the daily overview video. Everything is labeled 1 through 5. I think usually 5 is the maximum amount of tasks or things to watch or complete. So first, watch the daily overview video. This will discuss the day's task list and the assignments to be completed. Then you'll always complete or watch your ET video. The ET stands for entrance ticket. So for this specific day, the student's word is 1 point perspective. So they're going to watch this video. It's a PowerPoint of me going over the definition for your entrance ticket that you'll complete next. And usually a follow-up question that relates to how the word connects to your project itself. So you watch the daily overview, you watch the entrance ticket video, then you complete your actual entrance ticket itself. All entrance tickets should be completed via Schoology. You should be able to click on the assignment. You should be able to see the 2 questions. Please answer both and not just one. They are worth 2 points. You get 1 point per question. Now my screen looks different, but you should have a submissions tab up here on the right with a blue plus sign that you click on, and then you just type in your answers and you hit the green check and submit it. It's that easy. Please don't put it on a Word document and attach it. There's often loading issues with attaching the document, and sometimes the computer won't even let me open it. Please make sure you submit it right through Schoology. And on the first day, you'll always have some kind of demonstration video that'll follow your entrance ticket to demonstrate the lesson steps and how to actually do it, how to produce the project step by step. Please watch these videos. They are very important. All the information you need for the project is typically right in that video. And then lastly, on each day, you'll have a student progress submission. Well, you'll have to submit a photo of your work. It'll so right here, this first day, it says post your sketch here for credit for 3 points. So just to sum this up, every day you have an entrance ticket that introduces a new vocabulary word. There were 2 points, and every day you will have a daily student progress submission where you have to take a picture of your work at the end of class, whether you are at home or in class itself, and submit it to this assignment so that I can see the progression from where you started from the beginning to the end, and also so that I can help you. I can give you feedback on what you might be having trouble with, because without seeing those images, I can't prove that you're actually doing work at home. So it's very important to always submit a photo of your work every day, and then also do your entrance ticket. And just like the entrance ticket, there should be a submission tab with the blue plus. You'll hit create a submission, and then there should be a drop-down menu that says submit a photo from the library. Just click that, select your photo, hit the green check, and then the second green check won't pop up unless you type something. So you could type me a message, you could type a random letter or gibberish. As long as you type something, it'll then allow you to send. Just some troubleshooting help for those who might have trouble submitting it. And looking at my notes here, we talked about the folders, complete everything in order, submit everything via Schoology. That's basically it. So just to sum everything up, every day you get an entrance ticket, introduces vocab, you'll need them for your learning log. Every day you submit a photo of your work, and all this is to keep you on pace for your project. Complete everything in order in your folders. Your projects are worth 100 points. That's what we're working towards. That's what your daily photos are meant to help you with. And lastly is your learning log, which I want to get into now very quickly before we end the video. So at the very end of the project, you'll see where it says final project due and learning log due. Please don't email me your final project. Please submit it to the proper folder or the proper assignment in the folder. So if I scroll down, you can see this is called the 1-point perspective final project. You'll always submit your final project in the final project assignment. This way I can grade you out of 100 points with the rubric that's attached. It's very easy, it syncs with PowerSchool, and it's just the easiest way to do it, so please do that. And then lastly, when you're done the project, please only complete your learning logs when the project has been completed itself. Your learning log screen will look something like this. Please read all the directions. You have 3 sections in any learning log where we go over the vocabulary, we go over the artist statement, and the essential question. The vocabulary is all 8 vocabulary words you had learned in the unit, and it's an open note quiz. There is a vocabulary answers document I'll show you in a minute in the folder that you can just look at the definitions and match them. And then you have the artist statement. All you do is talk about your project, how you made it, why you made it, and what it is, what it looks like. And lastly, the essential question, what we've been talking about day in and day out. You want to answer that at length. For all of your answers in your artist statement and essential question, you want to make sure you write in complete sentences and use vocabulary. And note it says the more you write, the higher your grade will be. I'm looking for an in-depth response. I'm not looking for, I drew a picture, I drew it and painted it, that's how I made it. And then, why did I make it? Because I had to, Mr. Gallick made me. I want informative sentences. Like if you're going to describe what your project looks like, you want to describe it as if someone can't see it. You're literally painting a picture in their minds. You're talking about the subjects, where they are, what they're doing, what colors they are. When you're talking about how you made it, I want all the steps. If you were doing linear perspective, you would say something like, first I drew a horizon line, and then I added the vanishing point. It's a very step-by-step sequential answer. And then lastly, why you made it. It's not why you did it for your project. It's why did you choose that design? Every project allows you to be original and put yourself in your project. So when the question asks you, why did you make your project? I'm looking for what was your idea, what was your thought process? And then also your central question, just like the questions we answered just previously, you want to make sure you write as much as you can. You're writing 2, 3, maybe 4 complete sentences to really show your understanding of that question. So that is the end of our class syllabus. It looks like I made it just in time here. At the end of this video, please complete your class syllabus agreement assignment and just type the words I agree or something along the lines of I've watched the video and I understand. Just prove to me that you watched the video and you can take accountability for understanding how the class operates, where and how to submit assignments, and even how you are graded. I'm always here to help. Please message me if you need anything, but I look forward to having a great year with all of you, and I will be seeing you all very shortly. All right, bye everyone.